beat her ass, like damn near try to kill her with my fist. From that situation in itself, it was just really eye-opening because it made me be like, I don't trust you and I don't fuck with you. Your parents will get into your ear about somebody you like. Trust me, I know. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Princess Tommy, and I'm back with a new YouTube video. Just by the way, can we not focus on the obvious here, which is my lashes? Like, I literally picked them off all freaking week and I have more on this side than I do on this side. If you a lash girl, you know sometimes you be having like that little urge to just, the feminine urge to just twiddle your lashes until they start falling out. Yeah, that was me. But what's up, you guys? Welcome back. You know, it's been a while since we filmed a sit-down video. And quiet as kept, I prefer sit-down videos over vlogs. Vlogs are more entertaining, but I prefer to film sit-down videos. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It's been a while since we filmed a sit-down video. I got my pajamas on, my Balenciaga pajamas, and I got my wine. Stella Rose, not sponsored, but Stella Rose, please sponsor me. Also, I am 21 plus, so if you're not, stay in your lane, or if you're over 21, then you know. So if you're not following my spam page, make sure you guys follow that. My name on there is Princess Tommy Off Camera. It is private because it's like exclusive. I post tea on it by myself. And I post, like, you know, updates when it comes to my channel. I go live on there. I ask y'all questions, and I'm very active with y'all on there just so I know what to post. And this video was requested by one of my subscribers, and I saw the idea and I was like, that is a very good idea and I want to do it. My goal is to do more girl talks here and there, and this is a really good one. So this could be like a series, like what would Tommy do in a situation, because that is literally what kind of video it is. I told you guys to send me in scenarios and I will give y'all either my experience in the scenario, like a story time, or I would tell you guys how I would go about the situation. So before this video gets started, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I promise you guys will love it here. On the road to 500K, trying to get there sooner than soon. I got some exciting things coming up, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe, because I got lit content coming. I got vlogs coming. I got some collabs coming. Like, I'm not playing no more. The last couple months of 2023, I'm not playing. I'm ready to get active, and y'all should too. So we got a lot of scenarios that were sent in. For a lot of y'all, I kind of got some loose screws. I've been noticed that already about me. My screws are pretty loose. Y'all want me to be honest, or y'all want me to be fake? I would never be fake. I'm gonna always keep it 100 and be honest. So just be prepared for these answers, okay? And more often than not, I done probably experienced half of the shit that y'all done comment on here. If you and your boyfriend was arguing and he hit you, what would you do? Our first reaction, my reaction was to be like, I know this MFer didn't just hit me, but I hit him back. I would hit him back. No, I don't condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form, but we would be in there fighting. You're not gonna put your hands on me and think like, I'm gonna start crying. I'll probably cry after the fact, but my adrenaline and my temper it will be so high that I wouldn't even been thinking about no tears. When I'm pissed, my goal is to F you up. So relationship wise, no one has ever like put their hands on me, and for their sake, they know better. And I feel like I already have like the mentality and like the, what's the word for it? The impression, like, nigga, I'm not going for that. So you could try it. And I have brothers and uncles and cousins and a dad who literally don't play about me. And that's the one thing I don't want to ever have to do in my life, is to call them and be like, someone just put their hands on me. Because you're going to get seriously, like, fucked up. I don't want my dad going to jail, or my brothers, or nobody in my family go to jail. So to just avoid all of that, you know, I try to keep my family out of my business as much as possible. But something like that, I'm definitely calling the crew. And after that, we're done. Like, I didn't black your eye, I'm gonna black your eye and try to hurt you. But after that, like, we are done. It's nothing else to it. These young girls nowadays, and some of these old heads, like, I don't understand, how do you go back to a nigga or a bitch knowing y'all just fought and y'all just brought it out. After that, we're done. Y'all be calling the police, getting people's families involved and stuff like that. Like, once we get to that point, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I literally cannot do nothing with you. I'm not on that. This is the good question. So if you guys are not updated on the current news, this girl, Carly Russell, she didn't fake the kidnapping and lied about going missing. And girl, if you don't know, look her up on Google and look at the whole story. That shit is crazy, honey. But somebody asked me, what would Tommy do if she was Carly? Put myself in her shoes. What it seemed like is her and her dude was having issues and she was doing it for attention. But that's not the way to go about it. Like, I'm sure we all had our days when we try to do things for attention when it comes to these Negroes, but that's just not the way to do it. You could have texted your friend, be like, hey, text my dude and be like, I'm in a hospital or something crazy. Like, you know, like, but faking the whole kidnapping, calling the police, going on Google, like, that is a mastermind plan. If you can plan something like that out, you can plan a bank robbery, a heist. You can do so many things with that. Like, that whole situation, just like, there'd be a lot of people lying about being missing or being kidnapped and stuff like that. And there's resources for people who really do need it, and it's like, you just never know. And it's sad to say that, you know, it comes to that. There were people really going hard for this girl just for her to lie. And I feel like as a black woman, she made us look super wild and super bad, because there's so many black women who are out here being actually trafficked. And honestly, from jump, I knew something was off, because I was like, there's no way you see a toddler down the street walking in a diaper and nobody else stopped but you. And your wig off and your phone, like, but if I was her, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I would have tried to find the easy way out of things right now. If you know what that means, you guys wouldn't hear from me ever again. I would really turn up missing. Like, I would go off the grid and y'all would never see me ever again. That is like so embarrassing and so hard to live with. It had the whole world in the uproar trying to find you, and you just magically come back home. You were never kidnapped. Like, Carly, I don't like that for you. I wouldn't have went about it that way. I would have had my friend text and be like, hey, call my boyfriend and be like, I'm in a hospital, or made up something else and kept it between the circle, but definitely not the whole world. Once you called 911, you knew what you was doing, bitch. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. What would Tommy do if Tommy was to get backdoored? I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. But that's a good question. For my sake, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I would do, because this is the internet, and you know the internet will get you caught up. That'll be very mind-blowing. I would not be able to believe that. I'll just be like, I'll be so shocked. Like, I'll just be like, damn, like, you really effing got me. And that's why I'm so picky with who I let in my space and in my circle, because without going into too much detail, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this is a safe space. They don't know that I know, but I know. There were some people that I used to hang around that, if you don't know what backdoor mean, they mean like set you up. But like, they didn't necessarily try to backdoor me, but they put me in a situation where I could have been, if that makes sense. You feel me? From that situation in itself, it was just really eye-opening, because it made me be like, I don't trust you and I don't fuck with you. So after I like experienced that, I was really on 10 with anybody else that I came across and let in my space. Yeah, I would just be shocked. I would not be able to believe it. I would be so hurt. And depending on what kind of backdoor it is, like, I'm gonna go out with a fight, so make your next move your best move. I know God got me covered though, and whatever happens in my life, it was meant to be. But once again, God forbid, but if that was to ever happen, I just know my family, my friends, y'all better be on 10 for me. You could be sad for a little bit, but you better go get it back in blood. It's fucked up, because that happens to a lot of people nowadays, and it's really sad. Someone in my city actually just got backdoored by their own cousin, lost her life, and it was a mess. What would you do if your man's mama tells you she doesn't like you for her son? This is funny, because someone actually did tell me this one time, like someone's parent. They were just like, y'all don't work for each other, if that makes sense. I ain't gonna speak too much in it, because sometimes your parents be sneaky dry, and I think that was kind of what that situation was. I just feel like if your parents don't like me, this not gonna work, period. I'm one of the girl that's like really family oriented. I love being involved with your family, like games, cookouts, Thanksgiving, stuff like that. Like, I'm into all of that. If me and your family don't get along, that's just super weird. I want to come over, I want you to come over to my crib, and you know, I want us to be cool, like an actual freaking normal ass family. I must still be respectful. I'm just want to try to figure out, like, what's your reason? Why don't you think I'm good for your son? Like, please elaborate on what you feel as though is wrong with me. Because honestly, boo, I think I'm the best thing for your son. Like, anybody I've dealt with, you can ask them, like, Tommy, like, she be on her shit. She gonna push me to my full potential. And yeah, some parents don't like that. That may come off as, like, bossy, but it's not really like bossy. If I see potential in someone I'm dealing with, I want you to be your best you, whether it's with me or outside of me. So I'm always going to push you to be your best self. And sometimes that may come with me saying, like, you shouldn't be doing this, you need to be doing this and that. And it's not me telling you what to do. It's literally me telling you what you should be doing and trying to steer you in the right direction, especially if I see you're not heading there. And I feel like that mentality came from nobody doing it to me. I was going down a really bad path and people was telling me, you shouldn't do this, blah, 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 but nobody told me like what I should be doing. It was just nah. So I kind of like had to figure it out for myself and navigate through that. So I know what it feels like in having so much potential and not knowing what to do with it. I just try to literally help people, but sometimes that can come off the wrong way. It can come off as bossy or intimidating, but that's really not who I am as a person. Like, if you're my friend, like if you're my friend, if you're my relative, if you're my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, I'm going to push you to be your best self. And if that makes you uncomfortable, then you know, cool. Then we just need to part ways, because obviously it's not going to work. It's not going to benefit me. It's not going to benefit you. But yeah, I would just try to come to an understanding and understand, like, why do you feel as though you don't like me or I'm not good for your son? Like, I'm not a thought, I'm not a hoe. I don't do too much on the internet, so I really wouldn't understand. Your parents will get into your ear about somebody you like. Trust me, no. I'm sure y'all probably been waiting on this question, but what would you do if your best friend that you've known for years and your boyfriend had, you know, did the do behind your back? You better have a life insurance policy before you ever try to do something like that. Being realistic, I would be super. This is probably the most hurt I would be and the most angry I would be. I would fight. I would fight my best friend first, beat her ass, like damn near try to kill her with my fist. Even if it's not my best friend, like my friend, period. How I look at things is just like, niggas and your partners, that's bound to either come and go. My friendship, I feel like friendships are something that lasts forever. And I look at you as like my family. My relationship, you know, that could be a little rocky and it can always go 50-50. So I don't always look at those as like, oh, this person is my family. But my friendship and the friends I do have, I consider them like my family. You being my family and you going behind my back, I would be more mad at you than I would be at my partner. Yes, my partner owes me loyalty, but in this case, I feel like my friend would owe me even more because you're my friend. You're my family. Be fucking for real. Yes, this happens like more than it fucking should, and I, for my sake and for whoever's sake, just don't try to talk to my boyfriend or any way, shape, or form, because if you know what's best for you, you just wouldn't even do that. You wouldn't even come across a thought. And somebody that's really your friends and somebody that's really love you, they're not even gonna do no crazy stuff like that to you, because that thought wouldn't even cross your mind. The thought of me sleeping with my best friend's boyfriend or my friend's boyfriend's period would never cross my mind. I don't even consider you my bro. I don't consider you my friend. You are my best friend's relationship. Until y'all get married or whatever the hell, you are just her boyfriend. You are nothing to me. We are not friends. We'll record you. I'll look out for you, and that'll be that. But like, yeah, no. But to answer the question, I'm going to end up fighting my best friend. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fight her. My boyfriend, he would no longer be my boyfriend. My best friend, she would no longer be my friend anymore, obviously. And I would just never forgive her for that. And most likely I would have some trauma that I would have to recover from. That is some real deal trauma. So with that being said, I would have to recover. So I wouldn't date, wouldn't even talk to nobody for a long period of time. But it happens. Ooh, I'll be seeing this debate on Twitter. Your dad and your boyfriend are arguing. Whose side are you on? I don't pick sides. I'm a firm believer in right or wrong. Pops, you wrong. Boyfriend, you wrong. Like, and you know, more often than not, my boyfriend's gonna come home with me that night. So we'll talk about it when we get in the house, and I'll talk to my dad about it, about a later date. I just feel like, what would y'all be arguing about? Like, what can your boyfriend and your dad argue about? Unless they brutally, like, don't like each other for whatever reason. But like I said, I'm a person who believes in right or wrong. So I don't care if it's my dad or boyfriend, like I'm not picking sides. I want to try to diffuse the situation. Yeah, you're my dad, I love you. You're my boyfriend, I love you too. But again, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. I don't know, I don't pick sides, never had, never will. What you doing if a dude pulls up to your crib trying to get your attention? This has actually happened to me. Don't pop up on me, do not do that. I don't do pull-ups, I don't do pop-ups. Don't pull up on me. You never know what's going on, and you don't know who in my house. And I'm not saying like, you know, I'm cheating or nothing like that, but I reside with my mom, my brother, and my mom's boyfriend. So if they don't know you, if we don't know you popping up, and you popping up at the crib, that puts your life in danger and in jeopardy. So with that being said, just don't pop up. A situation has popped up at my house, and it's like, bro, like, why are you here? Like, I would never forget. I would sleep one day in the bed, and I'm being woken up to my phone ringing. So I answer, I'm like, hello, and they like, yeah, come outside. Immediately thrown off. I'm like, bro, what do you mean come outside? Come outside where? They're like, come outside. I'm like, come outside my door, or like, what? Come outside, I'm outside. Yo, whole day ruined. Now I do this like at nighttime. I'm like, yo, why are you at my house right now? Like what do you want? Shawty real pulls up to the crib because a dude followed me. Telling this story is so baffling, but shorty real pulls up to the crib because a person in particular starts following me. And I'm like, you see how many followers I have on Instagram? So I'm not looking at my most recent followers, but they were paying attention. And this person follows me, right? And their point of coming to the house was to, I guess, catch me in the act, because I guess they thought I was talking to them on the low, when in reality I wasn't. So they are like, where your phone at? Where your phone at? I'm like, shorty, in the crib. What do you mean? Where's my phone? Like, you told me come outside. I put clothes on and came outside. What's up? And like, bring your phone. And you got 2 seconds. Ooh, I wanted to say, boy, please back. Like, back. This ain't even that. I've been in a situation like that where someone has pulled up on me, and I just say, don't do that. All of that fake popping up and crazy stuff, thinking it's gonna get my attention. No, it's gonna make me not like your ass, because I don't do pop-ups. Don't do that. What the fuck is wrong with people? Y'all got so many good scenarios. I really wish I could sit and answer them all, but I just know I can't. What would Tommy do if she found out she was pregnant right now? Whew, just startled me a little bit. I didn't even think about that. If I found out I was pregnant in today's time, what would I do? Shit. I don't know. I would tell my kid's dad first. I'd be like, bro, whoopsie, pregnancy test says positive, we're expecting. I don't know what I would do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really don't know. I feel like I'm not in a position right now to have a kid though, like financially or mentally, like at all. Once you have a baby, your life is literally strictly dedicated to that kid. I also don't think I could give away the baby, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if I would terminate my pregnancy or not. I don't know. I don't want to be in that situation, which is why I don't even get close to that. I don't know. I'm pro-choice, okay? But like, there's a 50 chance I would terminate, and there's a 50 chance that I would keep. I have a supportive family, and I know that they would help me in any way, shape, or form if I was to decide to keep my pregnancy. The only thing that I would say would stop me from keeping my pregnancy is if the relationship with the baby dad is not right, and I feel like there's no way in hell that I would be able to take care of a child. Even though I said I don't feel like I'm financially ready I would have to get there. Like I want to bust my literal ass to get ready for this baby and like mentally prepare myself and do everything that I could for my child. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would just have to man up. Like, well, I'm 21, so by the time I have a kid, if I was pregnant right now, I'd be 22. So I'm out the age where I wouldn't be like, not ashamed, because there's some bomb ass teen moms out there, or moms that were teen moms. It would just be like the telling my family portion that would just like give me like, ooh, because I'm not dating at the moment. Well, you know, I talked to somebody, but it's not like, oh, like, we're official. We've been talking for X, Y, and Z amount of time. So it would just be like, girl, what the fuck is you doing? Yeah, and it would just be like trying to tell them, where I just be like, I'm pregnant. Then it'll be me telling you guys like, y'all, they got me. He took me out the game, coach. If you had a loyal nigga, but he's very cheap / broke with you, would you stay? I just know, me being the person that I am, I like to go date for date, gift for gift, trip for trip, like stuff like that. I could be a trick for my man in a way, so you need to trick off on me too. Everyone has their up and down moments, especially when it comes to finances. If you are currently in your down phase, that's fine, as long as you don't stay there. If you're always in a down phase and you're not doing anything, you know, to get out of that, I probably wouldn't be with you. I don't want to be the head of the household. I want my man to take care of me. I want the house that I'm in to be paid for by my man. I want to be a housewife. I want to be put up, you know, all of that stuff. Yes, I want to have my own income and whatever the case may be, but I want a man to take care of me, and I want to take care of the home. I'm all about 50-50 when it comes to that, but when it comes to like finances and stuff, whatever works for you, work for you. But you know, if you need help, of course I'll help you, but as a man, you're supposed to provide for your family, and as a wife, you're supposed to run the household. Make sure the house is clean, cook, the kids good, husband good, like make sure everybody's needs is satisfied. Like that in itself is a lot of work. I done got so off track. What was the damn question? What would Tommy do if she received a text message of a girl coming to her as a woman? Thank God I've never had to experience nobody come to me as a woman. If I found out a dude was being sneaky behind my back, it's me finding out. But no girl has came to me as a woman. Well, a girl did come to me as a woman, but it was about her dude that I didn't have shit to do with. She was mad because he called me, but that's a story for another day. I wouldn't get smart with the girl unless she got smart with me first, but I would appreciate her for, you know, coming to tell me. So I respect anybody that come to me as a woman and tell me like, oh, I didn't know y'all were together, or whatever the case may have been. You know, just let me know that you and my dude messing with each other, because if not, I'm probably not gonna find out unless my intuition tells me that that's what's going on. I will respect it and I'll handle it accordingly. I'll bring it to the boy's attention. 10 times out of 10, he's probably gonna lie about it and be like, I don't know her. That'll be that. I don't deal with cheaters. I will go through 1,000 niggas before I go through hell and back with a cheater. And I was just telling my mom and my grandma that, I'm like, bro, you cannot pay me to stay with nobody that's cheating on me. You cheated me, you don't respect me. Yeah, mistakes happen, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to handle that. Like, we old, you know what you're doing. And if you feel like you still want to cheat, say that from jump. Be like, hey, like, I really like you, but I don't feel like I can be committed to you right now. Let somebody know that, and then you can come back when you're ready. Don't date somebody and then cheat on them, then put them through trauma because you are fucked up in the head. Like, don't do that to people. Pissing me off. Ugh. So I've seen this question a lot. What would you do if you found out your boo was into guys? I feel like I've already said this in a video one time, but I would just be, that's a very humbling experience. What can guy on guy do for you that I, a female, couldn't do for you? I must really be ugly. And sometimes I be thinking like, damn, like I be talking to boys and I be seeing the girls they talk to before me, and I just be like, ain't no way all of y'all talk to ugly girls and I'm the only cute one. So I really be setting the bar for these niggas. Like, I mean this in the most humble way possible. I really be setting the bar for these niggas, and then they end up going and do whatever the fuck they want to do. I'm at a point in my life where I don't care. If you want to go cheat or whatever you want to do, that's fine. That's why I'm single today. Let me know when you're ready to be serious, because I don't have time to literally be back and forth with nobody. Like, yeah, I got me a little boo and it's just that. But like, you know, there's no title on it for real. So this is my last question that I'm going to answer. What would you do if you found out you only had 24 hours left to live? So in a 24-hour span, that is literally not enough time. I would say my goodbyes to my family, let everybody know I love them, just really love on my family as much as I could. Eat all the good food. 24 hours, I don't have enough time to travel. I don't have enough time to start a family. But that's definitely something I want to do before my time is up on earth, is have my own family and stuff. Post on YouTube one time and let y'all know like I'm gone or whatever the fuck's about to happen to me. And yeah, just literally when I go, I just want to be known for having an impact on the world and different people all across, you know, the universe. And I want people to remember me as the girl who inspired, educated, and motivated everyone else in whatever they were doing. Because I used to be that girl who needed to be motivated and things like that, and I couldn't find that. So I had to find it within myself. So yeah, that's literally, if I had 24 hours left, that's literally all I would do. I would just, you know, try to leave an impact the best way I could in a short period of time, more than I already have. Thank you all for tuning into my What Would Tommy Do episode 1. I actually enjoyed this video. It was so much that I could have went on to talk about in this video, but for the sake of time, it's just too much and I can't really go into too much detail and answer too many questions. But I definitely enjoy filming this video with you guys. Please, 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 you guys, I need you guys to comment on these videos. Like, I need y'all to get my engagement up. Spam my comments with let me know what content y'all want to see. Just please spam me and let me know that you guys are active. I feel like my channel is shadow banned because some of y'all be telling me like my videos don't pop up in you guys' feed and stuff like that, which I'm not surprised. So just please, let's get the engagement up. Be active. I post Tuesdays and Thursdays 5 o'clock. If I don't post, that means something going on, but I try to do upload every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I mean Sundays and Thursdays. Look at me, fucked up. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it for you guys. I love you all so much, and stay tuned for my next video and the content that's to come, because you guys are definitely going to enjoy it. Love you guys so much. Have a good night.